Alex is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
I'm Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BN Boxing News.
Hey, Lewis Virginia, I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BN Boxing News.
BN Boxing News. What's going on, fight fans? Just wanted to interject some of this fake news that's out there about the champ, Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. As far as I know, the mediation is still ongoing. The mediation is not over yet between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. This step aside money they're talking about, the $32 million step aside money, where is it coming from? Guys, we have to have logic here. We have to think about what we're talking about. Bob Arum, who was recently online and on the news, basically said straight up, he don't have any money. So now all of a sudden, Bob Arum's going to shell out $32 million. He was the same guy that was just recently out there quoted saying that he was losing money, and he, pretty much with one of his fighters, he wanted to get rid of one of his fighters due to losing money. But all of a sudden, we're going to all get online and say that he's willing to pay Deontay Wilder $32 million step aside. Come on, guys. Before we go out there and we spread this fake news, we got to make sure that we're getting it from credible resources. No way Bob Arum is going to pay this man $32 million. Okay? There's no way. I'm sure throughout the mediation, they're going to come out with some type of plan on what they're going to do, but I'm sure it's not going to be $32 million. As far as I know, Deontay Wilder wants to fight. Will it happen? I don't know. It's up to the champ. It's up to this mediation. But all of this Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight has been made and all that. That's just propaganda, man. That fight can't be made yet. It can't be made yet. Now with this mediation going on, not saying that it won't be made, but they're just putting it out there right now for promos, and everybody's biting it. Even recently, some fake news came out saying that Deontay Wilder fired his manager, Shelly Finkel. Fake news, once again. Deontay Wilder has not fired Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel recently came out and said so. So we got to stop just spreading this fake propaganda about the champ. The champ is dealing with this mediation thing right now. He's training, he's taking care of himself. And I think it's totally unfair that people going out there just putting fake news on him. It's totally unfair. I just want fair to be fair, man. I definitely want to see the trilogy. Seems as if people don't want to see the trilogy. I don't understand that. If you want a good quality fight, why not see part 3 of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Of course, the AJ fight versus Tyson Fury is going to be a good fight. But Tyson Fury and Deontay still have unfinished business. Let's take care of that first. Clear up those question marks, and then he can move on to, with his life. Because we all know what Tyson Fury and AJ is trying to do is freeze him out. They're going to try to have 3 fights. So basically, if those two start fighting, that third fight will probably never happen. And, it won't be Deontay Wilder's fault. It would be Tyson Fury's fault. It's okay for you guys to share, comment, and let me know how you feel about it. But like I said, and what this stream is about is to stop spreading propaganda. There's no $32 million step aside money. Deontay Wilder did not fire his manager, Shelly Finkel. The AJ and the Fury AJ fight, it's not finalized, man. All that's just promo. Not saying that they hadn't been talking about it, anything like that. In regards to what Bob Arum said, we all know all promo is good promo. Lies, alibis, all of that shit. But at the same time, like I said, we're not gonna spread that. Being boxing news is not gonna spread bullshit. You know, if this man was just recently quoted saying that he was losing money, he wasn't making money, and especially right now during the pandemic, you really think he got 32 million? Well, I mean, he got money, but he ain't gonna spend it. He ain't gonna just give it away. If you want to keep it real, you know, we got to keep it real, man. When we talking about this boxing shit, we just can't be going out there spreading bullshit, spreading this, dumbass propaganda, lying on the man. Deontay Wilder hadn't recently fired anyone. The only person he fired was Mark Breland. For whatever reason he chose to. Mark Breland violated his contract. Did I feel that Mark Breland should stop the fight? Personally, I thought it was a good stoppage because I wanted the champ to live to see another day. But it's the champ's choice if he chose to terminate Mark Breland. I don't really get into the details of what people do or what people decide to do, but for me, I wouldn't have fired him. But champ do what he does. I hear multiple channels saying that, well, why don't he fire J Diaz? Bro, y'all know anything about loyalty? Do y'all know anything about loyalty? If y'all don't, you need to look it up. That's why he hadn't fired J Diaz. JD's. That's why he hadn't fired JD's. Loyalty, bro. Figure it out. Shit. But back to, like I said, the topic of discussion. Shelly Fink had not been fired. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury still in mediation, and will be, man, until both sides agree. Now, if the Tyson Fury side is thinking about or wants to pay Deontay Wilder 32 mil, so be it. I just don't see them paying that kind of money because he was just recently complaining about way less money than that. And as you can see, he don't want to pay Keith Thurman to fight Terrence Crawford. He don't really want to pay Showtime Porter to fight Terrence Crawford. He offering these dudes $1 million a piece. So that's showing you right there. He knows his return on his investment ain't that much. So why would he want to just give away money or just pour money into something that may not give him a big return? Come on, guys. Are y'all into business? Y'all got to know business. You're going to talk business. Like I said, I respect everybody. So at the same time, we got to all show respect by not putting out fake news about the champ. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. All this fake ass shit that I keep on seeing that people putting out is not cool. It's not cool, straight up. All right. J. Ross theory. If Wilder can't fight Fury next, who would be a good matchup for him? Man, that's a good one. I think personally, he should go out there and knock out Dillian White, crucify Usyk. Man, there's plenty of fights out there for him, man. But Dillian White and Usyk will be some good ones. Luis Ortiz. I mean, man, look, sky's the limit for Deontay Wilder. He's just what people is trying to do, man. And I don't know if everyone realizes they try to leave a blemish on that man's record. They trying to leave a blemish on his record, and they just trying to have that talk So when this man decides to retire, they can always say, "Whoa, this happened. Oh, he never did beat Tyson Fury." All that type of shit. That man is trying to make it right. And just like on the streets, if you beat me, dog, and I ask you, hey, let's catch another fair one in the street. It's your obligation, dog, to meet me in the street and let's catch a fair one. That's just what it is. If you don't, you're a coward. You know? But the mediation's not over yet. They still trying to decide. And like I say, what a mediation is, both teams have to come to common grounds and agree upon something. It doesn't have to be money. It could be something like, hey, AJ and Fury fight once or twice, and then you be the third fight. It could be whatever, but both sides have to agree upon it. Once both sides agree upon it, bam, it's over, done with. Okay. Yeah, Ross Theory said, yeah, I think Wilder will KO White kind of fast. Oh yeah, of course he will. White act like he want that smoke. I just think he should just do it, just for the hell of it, man. We just saw what the old man Povetkin done to White, so if that old man could do it, sky's the limit for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder might catch that body that he been wanting to catch. Yeah, Dillian White legs is definitely shot. I mean, Dillian White was never a factor in the ring. Not to me, not to many. You know, he just talk a lot. He just talk a lot of bullshit that people don't care to hear. People don't really support the dumb shit, the dumbass talking that he does. But like I said, at the end of the day, I just want to see the third fight. I want to see Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I definitely want to see AJ and Wilder. I mean, down the line, don't mind seeing Fury and AJ. All those guys need to mix it up. I'm not against any of those guys mixing it up. It's just that when you have unfinished business, let's take care of unfinished business first, and then we can worry about everything else. That's just my take on that. It's just, but at the same time, all this fake news that's being spread out here, by the media, that ain't cool. They want Deontay Wilder to go out there and say shit so bad for them to try to talk bad about him, and he's not giving them nothing, man. So people are just making up shit, And if Deontay Wilder only knew, if he only knew, man, that his tech is that what he's doing right now is really hurting some of these people. If I was him, I'd keep it like that. I just wouldn't talk to nobody, and I just stay to myself and just keep doing it the way he's doing it, bro. Because all this bullshit, people making up stuff on him, that shit ain't cool, man. That shit ain't cool. Shelly Finkel was not fired. Shelly Finkel was not fired. Deontay Wilder, like I said, and Tyson Fury still in mediation, and it's all right now. Everything's still going on. AJ and Fury. I'm not saying that AJ and Fury will not fight, but as far as everything being a done deal and all of that stuff which is being reported, that's not true, and we're not gonna make it seem like it's true. All that, just the fake news shit, just got to stop, man. We got to stop spreading bullshit about the champ. Tyson Fury want to be the legitimate champ in my book. Fight Deontay Wilder. Fight Deontay Wilder and make it known. Dead game boxing. Salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. I'm just tired of everybody spreading fake news about the champ, man. I'm just trying to say my piece, and that's about it, man. I just want Deontay Wilder to get his just due. That's all. Tyson Fury, he needs to just man up, get some cojones, and fight Deontay Wilder. Show everybody and prove everybody wrong. Show everybody that you did not cheat. You did not have an egg weight. The man's water wasn't spiked. Anything that came out about that fight, prove to the fans, prove to yourself, prove to your gym, prove to the whole world that, look, I beat his ass once, I'll beat his ass again. If you truly think that you beat him. Personally, by you trying to avoid this fight, I don't think that you beat him. And that's my issue with it. Definitely dead game, like you said. I agree, just like you agree, 100%. If you really beat a man, if I know I really beat your ass, I'll fight you again. Shit, I ain't scared of you. But by him being scared and by him not fighting him, man, it's starting to raise a lot of eyebrows. Starting to raise a lot of eyebrows. You may have known that you ain't really beat that man. You may be afraid of him. And that's just the issue. That's the issue that we're all facing right now. But we all definitely want to see the third fight. The third fight has to happen. It has to happen, man. I mean, just like, let's get rid of all these question marks. Just make it happen. That's just. But for people bringing up all this fake ass propaganda about this man firing this person and that, stop all that shit, bro. Wait till you hear from that man or somebody that's in direct contact with that man, where I got my news from. And then you can put it out there. Jose Forever, she said, Wilder has had 2 fights to beat Fury. How many fights do we need? Come on, man. You seen both fights had question marks. Both fights look as if Fury cheated that man, bro, with the gloves and all the other stuff. I ain't gonna make a scene. All I'm saying is this: if Fury truly beat that man, beat him again. When I saw the fight happening, I didn't think of any cheating happening. But after I rewatched it, saw how the glove was flapping and all that type of shit, bro, man, I got question marks now, man. And Fury need to make it right. Fury need to prove it to me that he willingly and rightfully beat that man. Because right now, what I think that man was cheated, personally, if you want to go there with it. So, if he really think he beat that man, he needs to go ahead, make it right, and fight him, bro. Fight him. Fight him again for the third time, for third and final time, and make it right. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure yourself, personally, you have a question mark about that fight. Everybody do. The entire world do. The entire world have question marks about that fight. And that's the problem with that fight. If we're going to have question marks about it, we got to rerun it, period. That's just how I go. But with that being said, this is Nick with Being Boxing News. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Today, excuse me. Oh, wait, hold on. I got somebody else saying something else. I'm going to respond to that. Dead Game Boxing said Wilder's going to be frozen out this year. 2 AJ and Fury fights. No obvious fights for Wilder to take in 2021. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. And it's exactly what I'm speaking about. That's exactly what they're trying to do. You're correct. And that's what we're trying to stop from happening. So if we the fans can press it, we need to go ahead and press it and make these boys fight. That's on some real shit. But with that being said, Nick Being Boxing News, peace, and I'm out. Thank y'all for tuning in.